Alright, so this is Christ Drive, where Steve Jobs grew up from middle school until high school when he was building those computers. The city bought this property and has just designated it as a historic site. That doesn't mean that people cannot live there. They just need to know, anybody who moves in there has to get permission from the city to do any kind of change to that property. But yeah, you'd think he's probably walking around these nice neighborhoods. That house is valued at $1.6 million. So all these other houses are too, probably. And for good, very good reason too. The weather is incredible. Actually, not very good reason. You don't need to be cooped up inside nearly $2 million house when the weather's nice all the time year round. Okay, so Christ turns into Jones, and then you intersect Jones and Fallen Leaf. I've been passing multi-million-dollar homes already, but this is the area where Jobs grew up. I'm sure he's been around here. I will say a lot of the homes look like they were built about the same time, and his was built in the 50s. They just have that similarity to them. That old growth, old trees, big tall trees, old growth. These neighborhoods have been established for a long time. Yeah, look at this. They cleared out all the trees for that section. So that's going to be a new build. And you'll be able to tell it's new. What I find interesting is there doesn't appear to be any evidence of how the Owens used to live around here, as they were the biggest population in the United States area before the Europeans, or so they say. Peacefully, they thrived, but they didn't seem to advance. Or maybe the things they made were destroyed by Europeans. You know, the loud music, I always have to look to see who's playing loud music. And across the street, I heard it, so I looked over and there's some overweight white lady with a ring in her nose. Young, of course. It's usually the youth. But I want to see the type of people who are doing it. She's playing rock and roll of some kind. Alternative, maybe. That's kind of rare, actually. It's usually rap, but I'm not in that kind of neighborhood. Right on Remington. They like their triangles here. A lot of people wear bicycle helmets. I don't. I never do. First of all, the helmet takes up room in the car, and I need that room. But second of all, it's possible that people who are top heavy people might be more likely to get into accidents with their heads anyway. Since the weight is higher there, if they're bicycling, they'll be having a harder time protecting their heads because of that top heavy weight. I'm more bottom heavy. I have yet to hit my head from a bicycle accident. It can happen, of course. I can't believe how frequently I'm seeing these bikes wrong way signs. I don't think that's fair. Remington and Hollenbeck. Do they have some nasty problems here? They got some kind of a speaker collection up there. Is that to listen for car accidents? I don't believe they're gonna have people shooting each other around here. Seems very unlikely. So they've evolved with the intersection technology. They do have cameras up there to record that, but that's not enough. They also have to listen. Maybe they're looking for a loud noise, and then they could coordinate that with finding it on the video too, possibly. You know, I just passed another Chinese couple. I am passing a lot of Chinese walking on the streets. I have not really been looking in the cars. They were speaking Chinese too, very comfortably. At the library where I parked my car, I heard the landscaper speaking Mexican and looking Mexican last night. I walked by a different language, people who might have looked Greek, speaking Greek. I'm not sure about them, but there are multiple languages being spoken all over around here. English is despised. Here's another bikes wrong way sign. Alright, police, fire, courthouse to the right, so parking is going to be bad. Library to the left. Library parking only because courthouse parking, I don't know, they must get like events that cause overflow.